Alright guys, so welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video, we're looking at a pair of Sony wireless headphones. Now, Sony has always been one of my favorite headphone companies. They've made so many good ones, from ones with heavy bass to some with extreme clarity, and I think I've finally found the pair that kind of fits my need for both. So today we're looking at the Sony WH-CH700N. Okay, so the first thing I still want to talk about, and I've talked about this before, Sony has to come up with a better way of naming their devices. I think WH-CH700N, WMDR1000, it's too much. Anyway, let's go right into accessories. You get a micro USB cable for charging. Charging on these, battery life is about 30 hours. It is plenty long enough to sit there and get enough use before you have to worry about charging them up. And then you get a headphone cable for those times when you pick them up and the battery's dead, or in certain devices where you just want to use them plugged in. So the headphones themselves, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that you've probably seen these before. Sony has used this design in several of their different other headphones, like the 770, the 780. I don't remember all the model numbers, but you've seen this design before. In fact, you probably walked by these in a store and just not paid any attention to them because they don't look like anything special. So right off the bat, we're gonna talk about the fact that these are $200. Okay, so they're in range with a lot of competition, but what they do kind of sets them apart from the competition, but also competes them with higher end brands like the Sony MDR1000X and the Bose QC35. These do have noise canceling, and they're on the noise canceling level, like right underneath Bose and the MDR1000X, but you're paying a lot less for these. Build quality wise, it is plastic through here, plastic on the ear cups, or it has a leather headband and some really nice soft ear pads. These are some of the most comfortable ear pads I've ever felt, and you could wear these things all day. All right, so it does have NFC pairing on the left-hand side. You also have your power button, your micro USB port for charging, your headphone input, and the noise canceling button so that you can trigger that on and off. Now on the right-hand side, you have the volume up and down. You have the play, pause, skip forward, skip backward, and that's actually a little knob that you push forward and pull backwards. It's, again, something Sony has done on many of their other headphones, and it works really nice once you get the hang of it. Your left and right are marked on the inside part of the headband, and as you can see, when you extend it out, they do have a little bit of metal in the headband extension itself. I think anybody with a bigger head, small head, you'll be able to find a good fit with these. So what makes these so fantastic? What makes these worth the $200? I was able to find these at a pawn shop for 65 bucks, and so that's way less than half of what these retail for. But we're going to talk about the retail price. I'm going to do this review based on the fact that these do retail for $200. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do, and it even tells you this once you pair them to your phone, is you're going to want to download Sony's app. Now with that app, you have a ton of features and a ton of different things that you're able to do within the app. You can adjust the EQ. They have their own EQs built in, and I found that the EQ setting called Excited was my favorite. I felt if you just leave it alone, it sounds completely fine. For some reason, when I bumped it up to Excited, obviously it elevated bass. It made it really thick and really punchy. But these Sonys do something special. They honestly do separate the bass frequencies from the mids and the treble in a way that it's hard to explain. It really does feel like there's separate drivers for each ones, even though these are not triple driver headphones. You're also able to adjust whether you want it to sound like you're in a stadium or in a concert. All of those sound like crap. I don't recommend those at all. Just leave that off and don't mess with that. The sound is so spacious. Sound, again, it's so punchy if you want it to be. If you want it to have more of a flatter sound signature, you can. The bass is still elevated some, so people that are wanting true flat response probably won't be happy. It's just a really fun, exciting headphone to listen to. It does great across all genres. Anything like classical, the instrument separation is really crystal clear, but anything like hip hop and pop, you hear everything. It's so fluid. It's never muddy. It's never just toned in. It never feels like it's tuned in a way where it's not fun to listen to. And even, especially with movies and stuff like that, dialogue is extremely clear in these. These honestly are one of the best headphones I've used for movies and games and stuff like that. But overall, for music, it's a steal. Honestly, for $200, I highly recommend them. There will be a link below to buy them on Amazon if you like. There's something about these that are special. Like, as far as Bluetooth headphones go, it's gonna be really hard to find something better than these. Again, these do a good job of blocking out sound, but what they do for music just makes them worth that amount of money because they blow the other headphones out of the water. Again, looks wise, this is one of those that, like, if you're out and you're looking at a girl, yeah, this is nothing special here. Just looks like every other girl you've seen before, but there's something on the inside that will just keep you happy, keep you just wanting to come back for more. That's the best way to describe these. It's probably a bad analogy, but that's the best I got. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. Thank you guys so much for checking out all the other reviews. And as always, guys, make sure to stay tuned for more.